Let's talk about the basics of weaving. Okay, so first of all, what you don't need right now, but you will need after you're done with the project you're going to work on now, is these three things. You don't need the wood clamps or the little hooks. So you can set those aside. You don't need them right now. You can just save them for later. What you do need is these 3 bobbins and the boat shuttle. So the cool thing about the way that I've designed this loom is that this shuttle works extremely well for this rigid heddle, and these bobbins are specific for this rigid heddle. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill your bobbins, and I'm just going to fill up one right now so I can show you how to do it. Man, I did that fast. Just kidding. So you just wind on the yarn and you put it on that bobbin. I like to put it through that little hole, hold it, and then wind it on. Now, the way this bobbin works is really cool. It snaps into the shuttle, kind of like if you were using a pen, like a ballpoint pen or something like that. You just snap it right into, and then you can pop it right out. It works really awesome. Okay, so you'll notice on your loom that you have 2 spots that your loom can go. So, or your reed can go, I should say. So there's an up position and a down position. So what you're going to do is you're going to slide that bobbin through, and you're going to put it at an angle, and then you're going to pull it down towards you, or what I call beading towards you, and that is going to make it so that you can weave. And when you put it down and you put it through, and then when you put it up and you put it through, that gives you that change in what's called the shed, and it makes it so that you can start getting some yarn on there and making your scarf. Okay, so these side pieces here, these side, I call them cogs, and the cog stopper, that is how you move or advance your warp forward, and then you'll tighten it back down by putting that cog stopper on, and you're going away from each other to make it nice and tight. Also, keep the papers that fall off because you'll use those when you warp again. So keep them with those clamps that you don't need right now. So again, you just keep going, and if you need to tighten it, you can by pulling it towards you, just like I'm doing here. You do want there to be some nice tension on your loom when you're weaving. So you'll just go back and forth like that. If you pull too hard, be careful because it will start coming in on you. Now, once you want to change colors, all you do is simply cut it, and then I like to tuck in that yarn and beat it down so that it is inside the warp and not sticking out the sides. Then you just pop out that bobbin, and you can load up another bobbin with a different color. So once you get that bobbin loaded with that other color, what you'll do is just pop it in and start weaving away. And that is simply how you weave. I hope this has helped, and can't wait to see what your project looks like.